Yes, Justin, my name is Arthur Mayer. I'm with Cannabis Reform in Texas. Glad to have you here today.
Thank you for having me.
I'd like to ask you a few questions about honeybee oil. And tell us a little bit about your company and give us kind of a little background, and then we'll go from there.
Well, pretty much the way that we was started, about for the past 10 years, me, Ryan, and our partner Glenn, we've been in the hydroponics industry in Texas. We own and operate the largest chain of hydroponic stores in Texas. So kind of throughout that just business, we was kind of exposed to Colorado and California ways just because most of our goods come from those places. Now being exposed to those kind of people on a daily basis, you kind of get information on, what you can do, what you can't do, and just different laws that are actually coming about that the average person would not know anything about. So with that, and with all the laws that have changed recently, we started a CBD oil company just to try to get an actual base here in Texas. Nobody's really selling CBD oil, American-grown CBD oil. So our company goal when we started was to get American-grown quality products that came from American soil. This is not made in the USA. It is grown and manufactured in the USA. Most people who sell CBD oil online or even in Texas, that you can find in most stores, their products are grown in Asia, Ukraine, the Netherlands. They're grown and processed there and then shipped here and bottled. That's why most of the time you'll see made in the USA, because it was actually just bottled here. But our products are 100% grown in remote areas of Colorado on the Rocky Mountainsides, and they really they have the best life ever. And with the best life ever with the plant, you get the best products ever. So we really focus on high quality grade CBD and American grown.
Okay, very good, thank you. The second question I would like to ask is about the type of plant that you grow. Is it the industrial hemp, or is it the low CBD type cannabis plants? Just exactly, give us a little background on that.
The exact plant that we grow is considered industrialized hemp, because to have a license and registration through the Colorado Department of Agriculture and to actually ship over state lines, it has to be considered industrialized hemp. Cannabis and most cannabis products, as we all know, are illegal to ship over state lines unless you're in remote places. Now, with our particular plant, we have an industrialized hemp plant that's classified as industrialized hemp, but we have cultivated our own industrialized hemp plant. Most hemp plants that you see kind of look like a bamboo field. It's just sticks for days, and hundreds and thousands of acres of seeds just thrown out there, and they come through with a big tiller and just whack them down and actually extract the stalks, because that's what mostly it is stock by the time it's done. The way that we do our hemp plants, we have a sativa-like plant that never grows taller than 4 feet. It's about 4 feet tall and about, most of the time, 3 feet wide, and it has 99% of it is flowers and leaves, because as most people know, that flowers and leaves are where the highest CBD content actually come from. The stalk has some CBD content in it, but it's not as potent. So that's why a lot of studies have shown that our product has the highest potency, because our plant that we start with has very, very high potency, from the get-go, because we only mainly extract, stems, and we extract stems too, because legally we cannot only extract flowers, but we consider ourselves a whole plant processor. So we process flowers, leaves, and stems as a whole, but like I said, 90% of our plant is mostly leaves and flowers. So our concentration levels on our CBD are just through the roof.
Okay, my next question, very good, I appreciate that. My next question is this, chemically, is there any difference between the CBD oil that's contained in your product and the CBD oil that's going to be contained in the state of Texas product that they're going to sell through the Texas Compassionate Use Program, TCUP?
Yes and no. As far as the CBD is concerned, there will be no difference besides what is allowed in Texas I could be wrong on this, but I believe it's no more than 10% CBD and no more than 5% THC. The product that we sell is 3% THC and 32% CBD. Now, with pretty much what they're asking for and what they legalized in Texas, the only kind of progression that we've seen is you're going to be able to actually grow the cannabis plant here, but realistically, you can get a stronger, better product through the mail or internet right now. All the hassles of having to go through the doctors to get a product that's really 2% more in THC is really kind of a hassle that most people don't have to mess with. That's the biggest thing that we've seen is people say, well, I think we'll just wait for the, stuff that comes out of the Compassionate Act. And I always try to express to them, our product is 32% CBD, so if you're looking for a CBD type effect, you have a 10 times more chance of getting it through products that are grown legally and shipped, nationwide, other than something that is just grown from Texas. Research is something I always try to tell people. When you're looking into CBD, and you want to take part of these Compassionate Act, the compassionate with all the growing in the CBD that's taking place. Really actually look at what the law is. It's really kind of it's a crap law. Most doctors are not going to prescribe CBD because federally they could lose their license for actually prescribing it. So most of these people who are going to go day one try to get CBD prescriptions are going to have a hassle at that because they're going to have to go outside of their primary care doctors to find a doctor who will actually prescribe it. When, like I said, you can get a stronger product with a little less THC in it right now.
Okay, just for clarification, you said 5% and 3%. It's actually 0.5 and 0.3%. Is that correct?
Yeah, as far as in the decimal range, I know we work, yes. As far as in the decimal range, it's 0.03%. The legal Texas limit is 0.05%.
Okay, there you go. Because that's a big difference than 5%. That's
right,
huge.
Right.
But there you go. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. So that THC is really minuscule. It really has no effect on the product at all. Whether honeybees is better or than the states. I mean, basically, there's just no difference.
As far as the THC, no. Yeah. The only difference would be like you just said, a 0.02% difference. Even with 0.05, you would never get physically high. With the 0.03% that we sell, you can't get high. You could drink a gallon of it and not fail a drug test just because there's not enough actual THC compound to get into your fat or your bloodstream. So mostly people just are after the CBD.
Okay, another question I'd like to ask you so our listeners and viewers will be informed is this. How can a consumer be absolutely sure that what you say you're delivering to them is in fact what's in that product? What type of testing do y'all give to satisfy beyond a reasonable doubt that it is so?
Absolutely. Well, in Colorado, just before it actually leaves the state, just because we are in Bible Belt country, as most people know, and Texas is not a place you play around with illegal substances. So we actually have our product tested at 7 different labs in Colorado, plus the lab that we actually manufacture it at. So it goes through 8 different tests through 8 different entities before it actually is shipped here. And another, big part of what we try to pride ourselves on is the Colorado Department of Agriculture registration form that we have. Once a year, the Colorado Department of Agriculture comes out and actually takes product from our fields, and they go test it. And as long as it's the percentage below 0.03%, then we're considered industrialized hemp. With any customers who would like to see potency reports, lab testing results, we are more than welcome, to send you those. A lot of them are posted on our website, just because that's what we've seen a lot of. A lot of the other people who are selling CBD out there, they don't post their lab reports, and we feel like it's just because their lab reports aren't very effective. Most people have 15% CBD. Our CBD is extracted out at 67%. Now, most people actually can't intake that much CBD. It's almost like protein. You could drink a gallon, but your body would only break down about a pint of that. So we dilute the CBD down to 34%. So it's the highest in the nation as far as CBD content. And you actually get, to break down everything you're buying. But yes, lab reports are easily accessible through our website or via email. We are always willing to show them off because they're outstanding. Most people think that they're fake.
Okay, another question I have is, do y'all make any medical claims for your product, or do you let the person that is buying the product educate themselves about what they may want to use it for?
As far as the medical claims, legally, we cannot make medical claims. According to the FDA, our product is not a medical supplement. So therefore, we cannot make medical claims. From my experience, most people who are out looking for CBD know what they want it for, and they've done their research. If anybody ever needs any kind of, hey, this is what my problem is, can you maybe point me in the right direction? We can absolutely do that. Any kind of research study we are available to us. We will definitely give to you. But as far as a company ourselves, I couldn't tell a mother, yes, this will cure your son's autism and make him a million times better, because I legally can.
Very good. Another question I have that our consumers might be interested in here, do y'all have retail outlets in the state of Texas that will be selling your product as opposed to just only getting it from online? Are we going to have retail stores that will be able to sell this product?
Well, we are already in a couple of health food stores and vape shops in the Dallas area. We're actually about to move into 2 health food stores in the Houston area. You can go to Herb Mart, you can go to Ann's Health Food in Dallas and Waxahachie. Herb Mart has locations in Plano and in Dallas. And you can also go to our website and see store indicators where you can pick up our product. If you're in a remote place where there's not a location near you, you can call our 877 number on our website, and a product will be shipped right out to you that day. So we're kind of in it for everybody. If there's not a product close to you, and if there's a health food store close to you where you like, and you'd like us to be there, you're more than welcome to send us an email, and we can get in contact with the owner of the shop.
So this business, this honeybee business, owned by 2 or 3 people?
3 people.
3 people. My question to y'all, will you make a commitment to the state of Texas and to anybody that you sell your product that you will always have the best interest, health interest, pure product interest, and honesty about your product to the consumers?
Absolutely. The reason that we have done so well in this industry, starting with the hydroponics industry, is because customer service and customer happiness is our #1 goal. Any place that I walk into, if the clerk is nice to me and they help me out, no matter what the situation is, I'm going to go back to them. So transparency, honesty, and just overall helping people is what we're in it for. Most people that help people and do good things, they get good things in return. Anybody who is actually interested in our products or is maybe curious on if it can work for them, we always offer discounts for first-time buyers, just because we don't believe that somebody should be out an arm and a leg to see if something works for them, because CBD doesn't work for everybody, unfortunately, and but a lot of people it does work for. So $15 or $20 most of the time isn't a horrible out-of-the-pocket expense to see if it can change your life.
I'm gonna leave it with this last question and have you comment on it. But from what I've read from various doctors in the legal states, they say that the best way to start out with any cannabis self-medicating product is to start at a low dose and find what works for you instead of just taking a whole bunch.
Absolutely.
So comment on that if you would.
Yes, as far as the dosing is something that's very kind of around. Everybody has a different dose. It takes a little bit different, for everybody. So yes, dosing slowly is normally the best way. Now I do have customers that, just because technically you cannot OD on this, the side effect of CBD if you take more than the recommended dosage is a little bit of drowsiness. So a lot of people will take more than the recommended dosage and kind of work their way down, but I always recommend starting small and work your way up. Most of the time we recommend people to buy the lowest milligram tincture that we have, or our lower product, just for one, so you're spending less money, because why spend $100 if you don't have to? When you could possibly spend $30. So we recommend start small, dose yourself up to a point where you feel comfortable, and if it involves buying a little bit stronger product next time, then so be it. But most people we've seen with the potency of our product, they don't have to spend a lot of money. A lot of other things that you buy out there, the $60 and $80 500 milligram bottles, yes, you have to buy. In that case, you would have to buy an expensive bottle because their CBD comes out at 15%. With our product at 34%, it does not take that much, you know. So most of the time, you know, a small dosage can go a long way. And most people, you know, a couple drops under your tongue, it's mind blowing how far that can go. But yes, to answer your question, start small, work your way up, and you know, if you're ever not seeing, you know, any kind of effects out of it, and you believe it's not going to work for you, I always tell people, you know, either put it down or take more than the recommended dosage one time, and if it doesn't work for you, then so be it. Because like I said, it doesn't work for everybody, but the people it works for, it really does help out a lot.
Well, Justin Cox.
Yes, sir.
I want to thank you very much. Cannabis Reform in Texas thanks you. The consumers that will see this video, thank you. And we wish you the best of luck.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.